welcome all. As you know, this workshop today is focused specifically on the community rating system. So I'm going to give you just a very short snippet of an overview, and we're kind of assuming some level of understanding or familiarity with it, though I'm sure through our speakers' talks you're going to get a lot more familiarity with it today. So the National Flood Insurance Program itself was started back in 1968 as a means for homeowners, businesses, local communities to protect themselves against financial loss from impacts from floods. And then in 1990, the Community Rating System was set up as a means of enacting best practices to prevent against flood loss, and in turn, communities and their residents participating in the National Flood Insurance Program could then get financial reductions in their flood insurance policies. So through the CRS program, you get real risk reduction, whereas your community gets increased protection from impacts from flooding, but you also get financial incentives. The CRS program is a real big topic of concern, or not of concern, but of discussion recently for the changes that it's gone through recently, and then also other changes to the National Flood Insurance Program. And different communities in our area are doing great things, and so we thought it would be great to all get together and to share this information. So the main objectives of today's workshop are to kind of create an open discussion to increase awareness about the community rating system, to share best practices of what local communities in our region have done to lower their score and increase their risk reduction for flood disasters, and also to kind of create some awareness about some of the challenges of working with the with the community rating system, so that those folks that have gone through some of these kind of hard steps can tell us what they've gone through, so that other communities don't have to necessarily go through all of the hard steps. So we've got our agenda today, and we're going to go through our speakers one at a time, and we'll have a few minutes for discussion at the end of each speaker. And then at the end, we're going to have a panel discussion whereby you can ask all of our presenters different questions. The only exception to that is Thomas Hawkins, who is down from Gainesville, who will be our first speaker, and he is not able to join us through the panel discussion. So if you do have questions for him, you'll want to make note of those and then ask him at the end of his talk. You'll notice that we do have Pinellas County Communications graciously filming for us today. I don't foresee this being on Pinellas County TV, but it could be. The main purpose is to share this information with our colleagues of floodplain managers, elected officials, planners throughout other municipalities in our region that couldn't be here today, but also around the state of Florida. We've met with other regional planning councils recently at meetings, and everyone kept saying community rating system, and we were already had this workshop in the works, so we're kind of a step ahead, we think. So we're glad that we're going to have this recorded to share and expand our network of folks that can learn from our region.